Hey guys, it is Jay back for another Ninjago video. And today for this Ninjago video, I will be doing a ranking the villains video. My last video was ranking the season, so I thought ranking the villains would be a good next video to do. This is just pretty much all of my opinion, no one else's, so if you don't like something I said, don't take it too hard. Just put your list down in the comments and I would love to read that. But without further ado, let me get into the video. In the last spot, we have the Overlord. And first of all, I just do not like the Overlord. I don't like why he's evil, because he doesn't have a point. He's evil just to be evil, just because he wants to make other people's days bad. With the other villains, some of them have backstories, but with him, he's just like, I just want to be evil, and I just want to battle the first Ninjutsu Master and anyone affiliated with him. So the Overlord is kind of boring, and I had to deal with him for Season 2 and Season 3, and just overall, I do not think the Overlord is a good villain. He's just mostly boring, and that is why he's in the last spot. In the 17th spot, we have Iron Baron, who is the main villain of the realm of Oni and Dragon. With the Iron Baron, what makes him a little bit better than the Overlord is at least he has a tad bit of personality. I mean, he doesn't really have a backstory, so it really doesn't make sense why he wants to control the Onis, or not the Onis, but the dragons in his realm, which doesn't really make much sense, but at least he has a little bit of personality to want to control, I guess. Still, he is kind of boring, and I really do not like Iron Baron. Honestly, it's like I really don't have much to say for him just because I really never liked him that much. But really, that is all I have for him, and I feel like I put him where he needs to be. In the next spot, we have the Omega, which is the Oni leader, and pretty much the same thing as the last two. Not much personality, so I can't really do much with this guy. I guess the one thing is now we know who the Oni leader was, or when March of the Oni came out, but not much to say about this guy, except we need to find more personality for this guy, but I guess that's useless now that he's dead. But anyway, not much to say about this guy, kind of short, but I feel like this is where he should be. Next up on the list, we have General Kozu, who is the general of the Stone Army, I believe. And pretty much we're just doing the same thing. Not much personality, but he has, I feel like, a little more personality than the rest, but still not much personality. I guess General Kozu was alright in the sense of he was just, again, like the Omega, made to destroy because they're indestructible warriors, but not much to say about this guy. I do like his minifigure though. I think it has a nice design and is really nice. But overall, not much about this guy. I kind of actually like him a little bit in Day of the Departed, but not really that much, not that memorable. But overall, that is pretty much it for General Kozu, and I feel like he should be in this spot. In the next spot, we have Sensei Yang or Master Yang, whatever you want to call him. But the reason he's kind of low on the list is just the same reason as in my ranking the seasons video. He didn't have much screen time, so we didn't get to see much of Master Yang. I do like the reason why he was trying to go from the departed realm, because he never wanted to be forgotten. That was actually kind of nice. That was kind of a nice touch. I think so. But overall, we didn't get to see much of Master Yang, and that's kind of the main reason he's this low on the list. He could have been higher if he would have gone his own season. Same thing with Day of the Departed. But this is just the main reason he's kind of this low. He was alright overall, but that is the main reason he is in this spot. In the 13th spot, we have Samukai, the leader of the Skulkins. And for me, I feel like Samukai is actually a good villain. Or not good, but alright. Just because we saw that he had some personality. In the second episode of the pilot season, King of Shadows, we saw that he tried to betray Lord Garmadon, and that didn't turn out so well for him, but that shows that he actually had some personality and he wanted to take over and take the underworld back for himself, which was actually kind of cool. And I actually don't think he's horrible. I know I've said that before, but Samukai was not like the other guys. I feel like he's a huge step up, and I feel like he did good where his place is supposed to be, and that is why he is in this spot. In the 12th spot, we have General Cryptor, the general of the Ninjoid army, which was in Season 3 of Ninjago. I think that Cryptor was actually a really good villain, or not really good, but actually an okay villain, because he would not let anyone stand his way. He was also a pretty good fighter, which we saw from the showdowns of him and Zane, and he would not let anyone stand his way. He was programmed to do that, which was really cool. He was really good with his swords, which was really cool to see, and he apparently had no problem destroying anyone in his way, and that is why he is in the 12th spot. In the 11th spot, we have the Ice Emperor, which served as the villain for the second part of Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu, or served as the villain for the Ice chapter. The Ice Emperor, he was an okay villain, I would say. We didn't get to see much screen time of him, which is why he's kind of in the okay stage. But the Ice Emperor, I didn't hate him. But the part that I liked most about the Ice Emperor was the fact that it was Zane, and it was like Zane was stuck there for like a long, really long period of time. That's the one part I like about it. And the Ice Emperor, he kind of just served his purpose, as you can say, and that is why the Ice Emperor is in this spot. Next on the list is the Skull Sorcerer, who was the villain for season 13, which is Coal season. The Skull Sorcerer was good, or I thought what a good thing about him was that it ended up being King Vangelis who was behind all of this stuff. And the Skull Sorcerer also had no problem enslaving the geckos and the months, which I thought was also a nice touch. I also thought that him being the Vengestone seller to a Vengestone buyer was a good cliffhanger. And those are some of the good reasons why the Skull Sorcerer was actually a good villain to the series, and that is why he is up on this. Starting off with villains I really do enjoy, we have Aspheera, the Serpentine Sorceress. I really like her backstory with Master Wu and why she wants revenge on him. I feel like Aspheera is actually really an underrated character, and I feel like people don't appreciate her as much as they could just because season 11 wasn't the best. I think Aspheera is a really good villain. I also love the Serpentine, so I feel like she was a good add-on to the Serpentine race with the Pyro Vipers. And that is pretty much all I have to say for Aspheera. I feel like she is underrated. I feel like she should get more applause. But that's all, and I feel like she deserves this spot. In the number 8 spot, we have Unigami, the villain who just wanted to be loved by his creator. And he was the villain of Prime Empire, the game. What I also love about Unigami is that his name spells out Unfinished Adventure Game 1, which was kind of cool how they made up his name Unigami. I also love how season 12 ended. It ended very nicely where he got to go be with his creator Milton Dyer, and I just love how he wasn't even really a villain. He just wanted to be liked, and that's why he is up in the number 8 spot. In our next spot, we have Krux and Acronix, also known as the Time Twins. These two guys hold the power of time, and I feel like they are a very amazing duo, where Krux is more of the smart thinker and plans out things, while Acronix is more of the doer and takes action fast. So I feel like that is a very amazing duo to fight, and they are a very tough enemy for the ninja, I felt like, and this was like one of those times where the ninja didn't even really beat them. They were just lost in time. And I also love their new power of time, which is a new element. It is very useful and it is very powerful, which I also like. And this is just an amazing duo, and I love how it worked in the show. I feel like they should have been appreciative more, but I know they're really good villains, and that is why they're in my 7th spot. In the 6th spot, we have Pythor. Pythor is the leader of the Anacondrae and one of the most powerful Serpentine in all of the Serpentine race. He is just very cunning and very smart, and also with his power, which of the Anacondrae, which is turning invisible, he can get stuff done, which he showed to us on his screen time. He's also had a lot of screen time, being season 1, 3, 4, and Day of the Departed, if I'm not mistaken. And he's just an amazing villain. He used to be my favorite villain before some of the newer seasons came out. But Pythor is just great. I love Pythor, and he's shown us that he knows how to get things done, and I'm just I'm just like super happy from what we've seen, and I just love what he's done, and that's why he's in the 6th spot. In the 5th spot, we have Nadakhan the Jinn. And there's just so much to say about Nadakhan. He's just so smart, and he doesn't let anything get in his way from achieving what he wants. And we just saw that throughout the whole season, from getting the Realm Crystal to getting the Jinn Blade, capturing all of the ninja by making them wish themselves away. This was so great. And then, especially in the last episode, when he got infinite wishes and just became all powerful. That was amazing to watch, and I just love seeing that. Nadakhan, I can't say much things bad about him, and that is primarily why he's in this spot. And I think I made a good decision on that, and that is why he is here. In the 4th spot, we have Harumi, the Jade Princess, and Harumi was just, she was perfect. She could have not been anywhere else in Ninjago and been any better. She was amazing how it connected to season 1, how her parents were destroyed by the Great Devourer, and she blamed that on the ninja. How she betrayed Lloyd and pretended to like him. How she resurrected Garmadon. She just did a lot, and it was just amazing. It was perfectly presented. She is the reason why season 8 and season 9 are so much better. And it was just amazing seeing her. This was perfect, and I love. It was so sad during her death scene in season 9, but it was perfectly presented. I cannot say much more about Harumi except this is great and it is perfect. I loved how they presented her, and that is primarily why she is in this spot. Taking the bronze spot, we have Master Chen. Master Chen is just a great villain, and he is just amazing. For one, he organized the Tournament of Elements. If you guys watched my last videos, you know I extremely love the Tournament of Elements and the Elemental Masters. So that's why I like him. And for a second reason, he tried to resurrect the Anachondri, and I love the Anachondri. Favorite Serpentine tribe, they're amazing. He also turned himself into an Anachondri, so that's also a plus side. Master Chen is just great. He may seem like a fun guy on the outside, but truly he is sinister, and he's planning something on the inside. That's what makes him such a great villain. I cannot say much more except that's why you take this place. In the 2nd spot, we have Morro, the Master of Wind. Morro is perfect. He is perfect. If it wasn't for the 1st spot, he would be there. Just because I have to say, besides the 1st spot, he is my favorite villain. I love all he does. He won't let anything stop him from getting what he wants, from getting the Sword of Sanctuary or releasing the Preeminent. I also have to say he has my favorite backstory of any villain. He has a great backstory. Just him supposed to be the Green Ninja, but now he wants to get revenge on Lloyd and Wu. It was just amazing, and I love seeing him in Day of the Departed again, and he is just an amazing villain, and I loved what we saw from him, and that is why he takes silver. You guys were probably expecting this, but taking the 1st spot, the gold, is Lord Garmadon, and there is just so many reasons why he should be up here. He has, like, I think 4 seasons devoted to him being a villain, and then he has just 2 or 3 other seasons just being a normal guy, and he is just the Lord of Destruction. He is amazing. I love how in the first couple of seasons he didn't want to hurt his son. He just wanted to thwart his training. And then in season 8 and season 9, he didn't even care. He just forgot all that, and he just destroyed. And season 8 and season 9 were great with him. I do like it a little better than the first couple of seasons, but overall, Lord Garmadon is just an amazing villain. He will always be the best. He also has a movie like to him, but we're talking about the TV show, and it is just amazing overall what he can do. It is great. He is the most powerful villain, I feel like, and I feel like he is actually the most powerful character overall, and Lord Garmadon is just great, and I love seeing him on TV, and he is just evil, and it is amazing. And that is why he takes the gold spot. Well, that was it for the video. I hope you guys liked it. This was pretty much just my ranking the villains video. I think I did a pretty good job getting them from worst to best, Remember, put your list in the comments for me so I can look at that. So just like, comment, or subscribe. That would be really helpful. And stay tuned because there will be more videos coming up in the future.